Hell yeah. Yo, man, what's up, man? You already know this is your boy, DJ Enjetic, and I am here with my boy.
Classic CEO of the Fleet DJs. What's up? What's up? What up?
Yo, let me tell everybody something real quick, because I want everybody to hear this right now. This man right here is a legend, and yo, you guys got to start giving him his props, because this man has withstood the test of time. Being a DJ is the hardest thing, man. It is not easy. You got to go through so many ropes, so many tribulations, man, just to stay irrelevant. Y'all got to understand that word. If y'all see me, irrelevant. You feel me?
You already know, man. Yo, this game it's a rough game, you know what I'm saying? But the only strong survive, you know?
Bro, it's hard, man. Like nobody understands, man. When you sit there, man, and you really have to go out, like us as DJs, we know how it goes. We sitting there, see, all y'all having a good time. Y'all ain't sitting there at the end where we got to unplug things. We got to be taking out you know what I'm saying? We got to be taking our controllers, holding them like this, holding the crates like this, walking around with the speakers. And then all of a sudden, y'all got to sit here and yell at us and complain about this don't sound right. Man, we've been here for like 3 hours trying to get the sound right. Just one. You definitely had that. I be getting tight. I be going over here like in the showcases, putting it down. It's like, yo, Mr. Worldwide, what's up? Can I take a picture with you? Holding the thing up like this, like, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, you get there right there, and the promoter and the person that booked you inside the club is sitting there just with that stink face. And you're like, come on, man. You're looking at him, you know what I'm saying? You're looking at him like, come on, man. And then he look at you and he be like, what you got? It's like, what you mean when I got him here?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then the funny thing is, you come early
just to get here.
Exactly. You come early and they look at you weird. They go. And then when you come late, they give you the same look.
Yeah, right. You just trying to be professional. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like you be sitting here, I just be like smiling. I just look at them. I'm like, okay, how many hours I got? They're like, oh, okay, you got to set. You got to do this. You got to go that. Okay, cool. And all of a sudden it's like, yo, where's the greatest thing in the world? As I tell everybody, the best thing to be a DJ and the greatest thing in the world is to have somebody drunk for 5 freaking hours touching your board, or 3 hours touching your board like this.
Oh yeah. I'm ready to like throw you out the club. You start touching your equipment. Like,
and they look at you and they go like this. They look at you and they go, can you pay? Oh my God, the best ones are the weddings. You done a wedding. The best ones are the wedding. Everybody is gone and everybody is angry at the same time. And all the girls that do not have a man, all the girls that don't have no damn man, and they're watching their best friend get married and pretending with that little cheesy ass smile is bothering the DJ.
Yeah. You're right about that. Oh man.
My favorite too is the showcases. Oh. We can get on the showcases. That's my favorite. What's wrong with this mic?
Yeah.
It doesn't have the batteries on yet. And all of a sudden they go, and you're like, my favorite is, I gotta tell everybody. I know you'll be cracking up because, you know, me and them are DJs, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're real DJs. We're not the DJs that you sit there and press a button and then they go and do like a playlist and go like this, and the playlist with the phone.
Oh yeah.
And you're looking at him, it's like, you know, like Pops, you be sitting there and be like that. And you'd be like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm DJing. And he's like, yeah, he's like that. Like, bro, that's not DJing. It's just pressing a button.
Pushing them buttons.
You don't know about DJing, man. You don't know about cutting. You don't know about going. You don't know about none of that. So, just to give everybody a lightning, you know what I'm saying? But can you explain? Can you explain to everybody too, man, how you got into this, where you're from, like basically, how did you get brought up in this? I want my fans, my listeners to know.
Well, I'm from North New Jersey.
Yeah.
How I got into this, my family basically, you know, was in the music business. My brother had a record deal back in the day with Antoinette. My father was in the Zulu Nation. He was one of the head guys or whatever. So my foundation was built off of music. You know what I'm saying? So My brother was a DJ. That's how I learned from him. And being a producer as well, that's what I do too. Learned that from him as well. So, let's just, following in family footsteps, basically.
So basically, you're a hip hop baby like I am.
Yeah, there you go. Used to
Do
be
you
in the
see the
Bronx
difference between a
projects
hip?
all the time
Do you
and
see the
stuff.
difference
Like,
between a hip hop baby, my brother, and then somebody that never like the fit like a real hip hop baby when you meet one because
oh
it's like we
yeah,
were born and bred in it. You said your brother, right? Your brother
yeah.
had like
My
a couple
brother
record deals.
he had a record deal back in the day with Antoinette back in the day.
Okay. Ooh. So did he like influence you a lot more to go crazier with it when you seen it
Well,
firsthand?
because I was young and I used to see him, doing what he do and just young, just looking and stuff. And then eventually I started doing the same stuff that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So basically following in their footsteps, carrying the torch, basically, and what the family was.
That's insane. Like, well, you just said that, man. That makes me think of like when I used to sit at home. My dad had a studio. So my
Yeah,
dad was an ill producer. He worked with a lot of legends. So you would see
yeah.
them come in, come out, come in, come out. So
Hmm.
like the crazy thing is, man, is people don't understand our experiences and people look at us like we're crazy when we want to go hard. But it's like we were really in the industry when the industry was like the golden era of like
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
here,
yeah.
it's here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the grind from those days are different from now. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to really get out in them streets and be places and do things and show your face. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no internet. So your only choice was to get out there and be in all these different states or different places and different events to, to grow and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You had to really put in grind. You can't fake a grind. You know
I'll
what I'm
be
saying?
real
'Cause a
with you.
lot
What
of
I
people,
really do miss, man. I miss the days like when we used to make the mixtapes. I
oh,
don't know. See, your youngins don't know about this. This was the good days. This wasn't the stream days where
yeah,
0.7. It was you're
yeah.
selling that mixtape for $10, less five, and you would just go home. You would go on. I'm gonna say, did you go on LimeWire? What did you go on?
Oh shit, LimeWire. What was the other joints? They had a couple of them that was like LimeWire. I can't even remember, but trying to get songs and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
These drive
that's
me
how
crazy.
I, made my name doing mixtapes and stuff. So like,
I love that. Why, man? We used to go out and yo, DJ Enjetic.
yeah,
You heard me cut that, right? You heard me cut that. Yo, I'm saying, yo, DJ Enjetic, man. Yo, man, this is DJ Enjetic. I was saying, cut that right there when Pac was hot. I was like 13 years old, wilding out in them turntables, going into school, going into the cafeteria. Here you go. Yo, here you go. Yo, here you go.
yeah.
Here you go. Like that. You know what I'm saying?
That
People don't
was,
understand.
those are
Okay.
proud moments that you can always keep with you because you was out there actually having the physical CDs and being able to touch hands, giving, and then you riding and you hear cars and people playing your stuff and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the days.
Yeah, it's just different, man, because it was so different. It was so different because it was more, I'm gonna say a community, man. It was
Yeah,
more like people used to have pride in their art and their work and believed in it. Like if you were a
there you
DJ and
go.
you sound the same, everybody would
Oh,
boo
you're gonna
you.
get, yeah,
If you rap to
you're gonna
sound the
go crazy.
same, you would get mortalized. You would get
Mhm.
murdered. That's what
Now you could just do whatever and it's cool.
you could buy a chain. You could buy a chain, have a rich daddy behind it. 300 things. It'd be like, just 100 big heads like this, going up, going down,
Uh-huh.
going up, going down. Oh
Mhm.
my God. When I first heard, man, when I first heard the new sound, where were you when you first started to hear the down south sound?
Shit, I was up north. I live down south now, but you know what I'm saying? Like I was up north and it was of course coming from living close to New York, it was always a different situation. I didn't really get into it until later in my years or
Yeah.
whatever. Started listening to like Bun B and people like that and stuff and Goody Mob and stuff like
That's
that.
because you know who put us like literally made us hard with Bun B. I don't care what anybody say. Jay-Z, Big
Yeah,
Pimpin'
yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
candy
Big Pimpin'.
cheese.
Yep.
I
I
don't care
wasn't.
I don't care what DJ you were. You were playing out there, right next to Cisco.
Mhm. Yeah, you're right. When I got heavy into doing mixtapes, that's when I started learning a lot of artists from the South and places like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I started expanding my brain to different, not just up north music. I started going worldwide with it.
Yo, he's smart, man.
So like it was, those are the days. I
Who's
did
the
probably
first person that you really touched down? Like, who's the first person that you heard down south? Like, your first reaction? Because my first reaction when I heard him, I was confused because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say the rappers, because the twang was dope. The way that they sound was dope, but it was just that. Because I'm used to that.
bring back.
And you're trying to mix it, and you're like there's it like stop it, and you're like pause it for a minute, and you're like, what is gonna go with this? And then you would put on like, I'm a big L fan. I was a big pop. So you're trying to mix that in. You feel me? So you're like this, even go. It's like this ain't working. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But it's real. It's real, man.
Yeah, like music has come a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, to what it is now, it's cool, but music back then was a whole lot better because it was structured song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to be good to like actually do it. No knock on nobody that's out here now, because there's still some people that's out here grinding and they do what they do. But a lot of stuff is a lot of people just trying to rap just because they can rap to put their music out, not because they have the talent to do it. You know what
It's
I'm
not
saying?
the culture anymore. It's not like, you know
It's
what I'm
money.
saying? Like, you like, even the earlier down south when T and they all came up, you could see that was their culture.
Yeah.
You could see that's where they came from. Right now, what we're seeing is a bunch of genres, I feel, mixing into each other. And then people who have third person perspective coming in and talking instead of a first person with first person perspective, which is cool. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't have that feel no more.
Yeah, it's different, you know what I'm saying? But if you love music, you're gonna find stuff that you like, and you just gonna keep rolling with it. You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
think it's hilarious when they do the dance. Like, I'm like, what are they doing right there? That's a Harlem Shake. They messed up my Harlem Shake. I'm from New York. It's fabulous at breathe, shake. You know what I'm saying? They're like, You know what's funny though? I was playing that one time. My niece is like, "Are you doing the Eddie Monster?" I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You know what? At least we could laugh, man. At least you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we made it. A lot of people are not here, DJs included. Like, again, I used to listen to shout out to the Justos Awards.
Just those awards. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad because Justin passed away, and shout out to K Slay, he gone too.
Yeah. It ain't nobody carrying the torches for when when you get older or somebody pass away to continue what somebody else started. You know what I'm saying?
Only
Once
person I have ever seen that just kept his youth and has kept his voice was Funkmaster Flex.
Oh,
I gotta give it to him. Nah,
Flex
for
ain't
real.
going nowhere.
I gotta give it a Flex. He's 60 now, I think. He's 60.
He know how to transition, and he still look young. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And you know who a lot of people don't talk about, but he's still, I think, DJing at WBLS? Red Alert.
On Red Alert? Yeah.
Yo, big shout out to him, man.
Chuck Chill Out too.
Huh?
Chuck Chill Out too.
Yo, bro, but it's insane how, just watching the DJs, man, and this is why I definitely wanted to interview you too, man, is you have a really strong team, man. How did you come up like, I got to make a whole fleet, like the name Fleet DJs? Like, how'd you come up with that?
Well, it wasn't intentional.
I can see that.
But we had I had a network called the Worldwide Alpha Communications Network. I was doing podcasts back in 2001. You know what I'm saying? Back then. and stuff like that. I was on Podomatic back in those days or whatever.
He
And
said,
I had
wait, say that name again because I remember that. Say it.
Podomatic
Oh my God, he just bought it way,
back in
way
2001, man.
back.
People weren't even thinking about podcasts and stuff like that.
Nah, because
But
everybody was still stuck on that radio joint.
yeah, yeah. So I had
That's crazy.
DJs like DJ Dell's sending me mixes. I had DJ Dub at the time. He was on XM Radio. DJ Short Shot out of Boston. He was doing stuff or whatever. And a couple other people was like, supplying us with, different material and stuff. So out of nowhere, just, dealing with those guys, I just started, the Fleet DJs from then on. And I started off with DJ Dells and DJ
Okay.
Short Shot and DJ OS, DJ Get Buck, or whatever. All these people from different states, and we just expanded the situation until it where it's now to about 700 DJs worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Says 700 DJs worldwide. Love it. I love it. Every time I always say that, I'm like, yo, man, shout out to the Fleet DJs. You already know, man. Why aren't you guys? They're like, oh, word, you cool? I was like, yeah, man. Because what I like about your team, I'm gonna be real, is I've been in conference calls with you guys, and you guys talking about the artists. You definitely, I know you were there quietly in there.
Mhm.
What I like about it is your team is so put together. They're so respective, and they're not gonna sit there and they're not going to I'm not gonna say no names. Come, stay neutral. This is general. You got certain individuals in general that don't really care about the artist. It's more like a grab and that's it. But I feel like with your Fleet DJs, you guys take pride. You guys want to break records. You guys want to get to that platinum or gold. You know what I'm saying for them?
Yeah, like it's a lot of artists that we touch. You know what I'm saying? Where they may be platinum artists right now. You may not get the credit that they should have gave you, but that's not going to stop you from doing what you do and what you love. You know what I'm saying? We can
Do
sit
you
there and
have a
gripe all day long, but at the end of the day, we got to keep going.
Who was one of your favorite artists that you guys basically helped and got them to a good situation, like scene?
Shoot, I can name a million of them. Cardi B, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can name a million. Big Gip, who is one of the artists from Goody Mob that we still deal with to this day. And,
Shout out to him.
Cool's a fan, come to our conferences. We still support Tisha Campbell as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on from just say artists that we have dealt with or we have had brought to the table before we even, they even knew what was blowing up. Tootsie, you know what I'm saying? All these people touched my conference and stuff like that. The Migos came to my first conference back in, what was that, 13 years ago, because we on our
Oh
13th
my
conference.
God.
But they wasn't even known at that time, you know what I'm saying?
They were just young boys, right?
Yeah, they were just young boys.
Were they working with Soulja Boy back then?
I'll tell you the truth, I don't know who they was working with. I know they performed at our conference, and that was that or whatever. But we have touched a lot of different artists, over the course of the years of the Fleet DJs. But it is what it is. We just keep going. We keep touching people, keep blowing people up. We keep doing what we do.
Yo, man, big shout out to him though, man. Legendary, man. We talking right now to the CO. The CO, the man that made it, man. The man that pushed this out and definitely came real hard, man, with that brand. You gotta give it up to him, man. Everybody that's listening right now, give this man his roses, man. For real.
We ain't going nowhere. We going, we're gonna keep touching, we're gonna keep moving. If you got hot music, make sure it's hot. Because if it ain't hot, we're gonna let you know it ain't hot. You know what I'm saying? But if it's hot, touch us.
So what's some new stuff that you guys are coming out with, like coming up with and stuff like that? Like you're starting to see the technology like move from being back in the day, and I'm gonna say this right now. Yes, I'm showing my age, and I don't care. You can see the grays. I'm not trying to hide them. From being back in the days where they used to give us this nice little vinyl and say spin it, and then sometimes it didn't work, and then you would look like you were crazy when you would put it on there, and it would sound like a. He's laughing because he knows that's why he's laughing. And then you be looking and they be like, yo, what's up, man? And then this is to the young guys. This is why I'm talking like this. I wish that era was this era because it was much easier. Nowadays, like, yo, send me an MP3. Nope, it's
Yeah, right.
Oh
Shit, they
man.
don't even do that right. They don't even label their songs right. You know what I'm saying? It's the easy part. That's
Z Z
easy.
Z Z Z Z F F F F F W V V V V V. Yo, what's the
Yeah,
name of
right.
this song? I love my mom. W
Yeah,
V
like
V V C.
yeah, it's too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
But yeah, so go ahead. In a serious note, explain a little bit how you've seen a change from basically with the vinyls to the MP3s. I'm just saying, like back in your day, like just take everybody real quick inside your journey when you were actually just coming up with the Flea DJs.
well, at those times back then, you used to get records from the labels and stuff. They used to give you B-side, music and stuff. You used to get all type of music and stuff from the labels and stuff. Labels was like, supplying you with a lot of stuff unless you knew the artist personally to get those exclusives and stuff or whatever. As time went on, you got CDs and then you jump to MP3s on where we at to the digital age where, you got Spotify and different shit like that. But those times back then, it was you got exclusive records. You know what I'm saying? That was the gems. If you knew, just say for example, a Jadakiss and you got those exclusive records, you was the man. You know what I'm saying? Because you had records that people can't get
Oh man.
nowadays. It ain't
Wait,
it
wait,
ain't
you had
that.
some Jada Kids exclusives? You had
Uh,
some of them freestyles?
oh yeah,
Nah. Don't
like
get on none of that. Don't tell me you had like a Biggie free. No, don't get on that. I remember them tapes. I
yeah,
remember them.
like
You be trying to get them all day for there. Back in our day,
uh-huh.
Jada Kids, G Unit, Dipset,
Dipset.
Terror Squad.
Yeah, like it was those days I miss because of those times like that. Like nothing's exclusive now because everybody just put it out. Back then you got exclusive records to the point where you was like, damn, this shit is crazy. I remember listening to Stretch and Barbito because they used to break a lot of songs first
Yes.
or
Yes.
whatever. That's the
Legendary
first place I heard
freestyle.
that was the first place I heard Wu-Tang Cream. They played it.
Wu-Tang?
They played Cream. The song Cream when it
Get
first came out.
out of here.
Yeah, they Stretch and Barbito played it
See,
first.
I did not even know that. They were the
They used
first
to
people
play a
that did
lot of
that.
records before everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing I remember them is when I was younger, and I remember just because my dad was like, we were in the house, he's playing something, and he's playing Big L and
Yeah.
Jay Z. And it's when I really started liking Big L because Jay Z was dope. I remember him
Yeah.
when he did that. This is back in the day when he did that crazy freestyle thing. Remember he's right back.
Hmm.
You
Yeah, yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So he's doing it. My dad has a tape over there, and all of a sudden this kid comes out Big L. My dad goes, I remember when he was younger because it was like everybody on the tape like just chilling, and it was like,
Yeah.
yo, this is Big L right here. And all of a sudden his verse came, I break him up like a plastic spoon. I was like, yo, and I yo, baby Barbito, you already know.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I really wish those days are like this, man. Imagine having an icon in your studio doing
Hmm.
that freestyle that's gonna be memorable forever in the
See,
period
they
of hip
don't
hop.
they don't have those. Just like a Marley Marl Future Flavor show.
Oh
He
my
played a lot of
god.
records that people didn't play either. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have those shows now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's true. Well, I feel like people make too much music. I don't know. Everyone thought I was crazy because everybody wants to break like the algorithms now. So
Yeah.
they put out. I feel like a lot of times too much music.
Oh yeah, it's too much music. That's why if you look at the numbers, a lot of times, Spotify, what they say, it was like 40 million records or some whatever they said, and they ain't getting no plays. That's because people are dropping too much music to the point where you're not known. So you're just putting music out, but nobody know you.
Okay, so next to my next thing is the number one thing, people, if y'all listening to, is be good to your DJs and
Yeah.
promote yourself with the DJs and with. I tell everyone, you got to remember something. You see, every real like you know what I'm saying, like the Fleet D, you got the Fleet DJs and they got the other groups of DJs. Y'all got to sit there honestly, man. And I keep telling everybody because I got a lot of listeners that listen to this, independent artists. Promote yourself. You guys got to get the records to the DJs. They're the
There you
ones
go.
that everybody be hearing the most.
A
Out of
DJ ain't going on
everybody.
your Spotify looking for you. They ain't going to your they ain't listening to you from no links. You have to email them or contact them to get them MP3s, your DJ pack. You know what I'm saying? Not just send them a dirty song, because 9 times out of 10, the artist send you a dirty instead of sending you a clean, dirty instrumental
Oh,
and
please do
acapella.
not get me on that. The tags, the
Yeah, they don't.
dang
The
tag,
metadata be wrong.
the
You got to learn
tags.
metadata. Yeah,
They go, oh, yo, man, this is that. I go, yo, is this even your beat? Oh, I got it off of blah, 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 me. I'm like,
you got it off of YouTube.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, bro, we can't. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, come on, man, spin it. Doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I'll spin it, but it don't make no sense for you.
Yeah,
You ain't
because
getting nothing out of it.
the song ain't even registered. So why am I gonna waste my time?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? You've seen that plenty of times.
Yeah.
And then you try to explain it to them, and then they get mad.
Well, you can't get mad. You gotta learn the business. Everybody at some point of your life, you had to learn the music business, because it's called the music business for a reason. Like, yo, it ain't named that just to be called, just to be naming it. It's called the music business for a reason.
Man, we tell these people all the time. We're like, bro, it's not the freebie business. It's the music business.
Yeah,
I said, go to McDonald's right now and go ask for a Whopper right now and tell them you want it free. Do it.
It's a business. Everything is there's nothing in this world free. You know what I'm saying? You have to, unless your barter game is so strong that what you can offer, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way and it still ain't free, because you still doing something to make it happen.
Yep, you're still giving a service.
Yeah, so it is, nothing's in this world is free, and it's a business at the end of the day. So you gotta conduct yourself as a business.
So you ready for this? What is honestly your favorite? I'm gonna say, like, your favorite thing when you tell like young DJs or up and coming people that are up and coming artists, man, like how to really promote themselves, because you seem very passionate in what you do. That's why you're here.
Yeah. What do I tell them? Basically, take time out to learn and sit there and focus on a plan and see how you want to attack your plan. Come up with goals that you need to attack each and every week, no matter what your goals are, and apply your goals to what you're doing, and you'll be successful. But you got to have a plan. You got to have goals, and surround yourself with people that make sense, not just yes men. You need to surround yourself with people that's going to help you win at the end of the day, and be honest with you. If they feel like something you're doing is not right, they'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of factors to the whole situation, and just be strong in your position, and do what you got to do. Focus. The main thing is focus.
I feel like, go ahead.
Sometimes you don't need to go out. Sometimes you just need to sit there and think about what you need to do. Some people don't, and read. Google is free. Like,
wish we had that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you go. We had to pick up a dictionary and do all type of shit. Like, Google is free. Research is free to do that.
You said you dictionary, man. We got MapQuest.
There you go.
Stone Age MapQuest.
Yeah, right. Right.
Printing it out. All the big, huge, giant
directions and shit. Like, it's Google is free. You can find anything you want on Google, and if you're trying to learn something, go to YouTube.
Oh my God, how crazy is that now? How crazy! All of them. How crazy is that? Think about in our prime, right? If we had these tools.
It's easy, but it's not easy, because it's so competitive now, because there's so many people trying to do it. So you gotta get behind the people that's not as good, and some of these people that's not as good got money, so they can go further than you. If you don't have the money, you might have the talent, because nowadays talent don't mean anything.
So, isn't that so weird, man? Isn't that so weird?
It did a flip flop.
Yeah, like years ago, man, you had to be nice to get somewhere. Now it goes, yo, bro, I got this new artist, son. He coming out. He dope. When you play it, and you're like, or you look at it and you go like this.
Right.
But that's, we're just having fun, people. But at the end of the day, man, it's just, I think Murder Mook said it the best. No talent is the new talent.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I just
You know, you see people they just doing it because they can. It's so easy to drop something, to be able to do something. It's so easy to produce now because you don't have to have the greatest talent to do that. They got sample packs where you ain't even got to look for a sample. You know what I'm saying? Before we had to dig in those crates, get them records out, dig in those crates and create. They got programs that do everything for you now. They made it too simple and too easy for people to be able to access this stuff.
You know what I love though? There's only one thing that shows people that they can't really do it is on the stage. That's the
Oh
all
yeah, yeah.
live shows who's actually really talented to who's just funking you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of but even with that, even your top mainstream artists are rapping with the damn music.
You know what I call it? I call it karaokeing.
Yeah,
Like you ever see
basically.
like one of those people that sit there in the karaoke bar and there's like a whole bunch of them like this, and all of a sudden the
Hmm.
music is like this, and it goes shares like, oh man, that's karaoke, man. I can't listen
Remember,
to no more karaoke.
your parents used to tell you like, yo, go sing in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? That used to be your crowd just to fight your stage fright and everything like that. Go sing a rap in the mirror.
I still can't believe, man, brother. I still can't believe that like the new mainstream artists that are supposed to be selling millions of streams and all that, they can't even pack out a stadium. But then you got these dudes, these kids never even heard of, like from our era, doubling it, tripling it, just packing it all out to the point where people can't
That's
walk. It's
because
crazy.
Yeah, that's because the music back then are timeless. People are not making timeless music. They're rushing their music out instead of trying to make timeless music. They're making
Well,
music for right now. So if you just say, for example, if you pop right now, next year that song ain't gonna be playing. They're not gonna play that song. Next 5 years, they're not gonna play that song. The next 10 years, they definitely ain't playing it. So as far as you touring and doing stuff like that 10, 20 years later, when you 40, 50 years old, you can't do it.
even the tipping on full fold still has something, and that era went out
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
The
Like,
Mike
that
Jones.
music is timeless, man. That's why you could get people like the OJs still going out there touring and shit like that, and Lenny Williams, people from the '70s, because they make timeless
Yo, they're
music and they have
nasty though. The people from
yeah.
the 70s,
Oh
different
yeah.
animal. Motown, different
Yep.
animal. Yo, and you know what's crazy too, man? That people do not give this era a really big clap is the freestyle singing era. That era
Oh
was
yeah.
insane with those beats.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's one era that I know like certain people and like the 80s and stuff like that, I guess early 90s and stuff, they give them props. But my era, they don't even listen. I'm like, yo, bro, that era of music was sick because of the
Right.
beats and the way they sung and everything, man.
Right.
Like everybody dance now.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But that makes you think, because a lot of kids don't realize their samples come from the
Hmm.
freestyle era.
Yep.
Come from the 70s.
And guess what? People are still using their records from the '70s.
Beautiful, man.
Timeless,
Imagine that.
timeless music. And you can pass, and they still playing your music 20, 40, 50 years later, like Marvin Gaye and so on. Like the music is timeless.
Marvin Gaye, man. He who in I know you said your brother, but I'm saying like in the mainstream, who influenced you?
Um, tell you the truth, I didn't really have influence. I love Coogee Rap. He was my favorite rapper.
Oh my god, Cozy
I
Nasty.
love the
Hello?
whole I love
Ooh.
the whole Juice Crew actually. You know what I'm saying? But Coogee Rap was my favorite rapper.
I don't get it twisted. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. That boy would
Oh
snap.
yeah.
Listen, man. He was in a jacuzzi while your favorite rapper Nas was sitting out there inside the
Yep.
tuxedo like this, looking at
Uh-huh.
homeboy, waiting for his turn. Y'all don't
Me and my
remember that, do
partner,
you?
me and my partner back in the day, we used to, because his favorite producer was Pete Rock, and mine was Marley Marl. We used to go back and forth, like playing joints and stuff. Like, who's better? Like, and stuff. It was love.
Oh my God, Pete Rock and Molly Mall, man. They made some classics, man.
Yeah, pretty much. You know
They
what I'm saying?
Pete Rock, man. Everybody, yo, I tell everyone do not sleep, but that's a icon right then and there. Pete Rock was just nasty.
Nasty.
Oh my
You know what
God.
I'm saying? Like it's about timeless. If you can make timeless music, you'd be great.
You growing up in Jersey, you listen to a lot of Naughty by Nature?
Redman, Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah. You
Yo,
know what I'm
Naughty
saying?
by
Like,
Nature. I don't care what anybody says. I feel like I love Redman. Shout out to Reggie. But Naughty by Nature just came out with them. Hey,
Lords,
ah.
Lords of the Underground.
Lords in the Underground. Wow.
Mhm.
A lot of people
Shout out
don't.
to Do It All. That's my homie.
No, he's Lords in the Underground. But big shout out to them, man. They're dope.
Yeah, like Jersey had, there are some dope people.
Rod
Even to
Digger.
this day, they still got some dope people. They just ain't getting that limelight or whatever. But
I don't even think between you and me right now, everybody thinks New York has it, but it's not how it used to be. Because
nah, they ain't even go.
New York used to just be a cluster. You know what I'm saying? Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and
There
then
you
Long
go.
Island. Long Island hasn't had
Yeah,
anybody since what? The 2000s?
yeah.
Probably
It
less.
ain't. It ain't. New York music ain't New York music no more.
They're copying.
It done turned into like drill city and everything else. Like it ain't. You could go to Harlem. You had Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Yonkers. You had DMX and all them guys out there, the Locks and all. You had people everywhere. Fat Joe all over the boroughs. You know. You had MOP. You had people all over the place. You don't have that
Take
now.
that
It's
phone.
yeah. You had a lot of people. Like it's crazy. New York music ain't even the same no more.
No,
They try,
everybody
they
copies each
switched their
other.
style and try to and follow the South. That's what fucked it up when they did
And there
that.
we go. Ladies and gentlemen, he just said it. I've been saying this forever. I've been telling everyone, I'm like, yo, have your own sound and style. Our era, we didn't want to sound like nobody.
But back in those times, the South had their sound, the West
Mhm.
Coast had their sound, the Midwest had their sound, and then the East Coast had their sound.
Exactly. That's why, like, it kind of, I don't know, man. I just can't get into this whole let's all sound the same and I just can't. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like when I
but that's why it ain't timeless because if everybody's doing the same thing, what am I expecting? That's just like back in the day, right? Features. Everybody didn't do a song with everybody back then. So when you just say you saw a song, just say when if Nas jumped on a song with somebody, then you was like, oh shit, I gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hear that. Now everybody do songs with everybody. It's nothing to excite you about. It's nothing excitement. It's nothing about it. It's
it's
just regular.
nothing new at all.
Yeah, it's just regular. It's just like any other song.
What drives me crazy, man, is that that's what made hip hop so ill. Is that you never thought that 50 Cent and Shady Kiss would ever do a record. You never thought that
Hmm.
Cameron or any of it, you never thought none of these people were ever going to be friends because of the tenacity
Yeah,
of their team, man. I miss the days, man, when Cam went after Jay,
yeah,
Jay went after Nas, 50 just went after everybody.
yeah. Music is different, man. It's different. Like it ain't the same.
It's
Like it's no
confusing,
excitement. It's no excitement.
but it's so confusing now because
Yeah,
so much more violence for no reason.
no
You know what
reason.
I'm
And
saying?
guess what? People talked about shit back then. You know what I'm saying? But it was in a different way.
It was a lyrical content.
There you go.
It wasn't everything. It wasn't like, okay, that's a serial killer right there. How do you know?
Yeah,
Press this button right here. I murdered
yeah,
him at 10 o'clock. Press it
yep,
again. I shot him out
yep,
too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad to say that the youth kind of mistaked music with reality and ran with it. Like I still trying to figure out. Like I study the drill scenes in Chicago. I study that stuff in New York, and I understand like the gangs and the whatever they believe in. That's what they do. No issue for that. That's how they believe. But the proper etiquette is missing in music. The proper push is mixed. Not saying the push, but the people who used to say, "Yo, don't be saying that, bro. That sound crazy right there. Get your mind right, youngin." That's what's really missing, I feel, in our days of music. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
OGs.
because there's no and back in back in those times before, there were people A&R in projects. You know what I'm saying? So they would take records off and on and stuff. Like you just couldn't put a record out just because you made it. Now they could just put it out without nobody saying anything. That's the
Oh,
difference. There's
man,
no
that's
there's
another.
no there's no middleman basically to say like, all right, you shouldn't do that or whatever. Now you just make a song and then next thing you know it's on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever.
It just sounds crazy, man. And then you just sit there and you stare, and everybody
Shit, half
looks
the
at you.
songs ain't even mixed right. Like,
You know what? He's 100% right. And you know what's funny? Let's get back to a funny point. Do you ever realize when a song ain't mixed, it's all your fault?
oh yeah, a lot of songs ain't mixed right.
It's all your fault. They right when they're performing, they look, yo, son, man. You come over there, they're checking the mic, they're checking the speakers, going like this, twisting it back and forth, checking the speakers. You're looking at the guy like, yo, bro, the mix is off. Nah, I can't be, son. I got the top producer. Give me that. And then it goes like, play that again. You're playing it. And to everyone listening right now, when the mix is off, you're not going to sound good at all.
Because a
And
lot
it's
of
not the
tracks are two
speakers.
track. A lot of beats are two track, so they ain't mixing every individual sound. You know
No,
what I'm saying? Or they ain't mixing every individual lyric and stuff. It take hours to actually sit there and mix a song, a good amount of time, and then you go back. You like, damn, I had enough of that shit. I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
because
You
you
know what I'm
need
saying?
fresh ears, man.
Take time to mix a song properly. Now songs are two track, a lot of records and stuff. So you can't really properly mix the beat down. Once the beat is done, they send it to you in two track, and that's it, basically.
No stems or
You gotta do the
anything like
best you
that.
can to mix it
Ugh,
together.
that's a headache, man. I love when I be sitting there and I be mixing. Now, and you just hear a record that nobody has, and you go like
Mhm.
this, and you're like, wait a
Mhm.
minute, and you sit there for like a minute because you know how this is, and you go back and you keep spinning and like boom, 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 boom. You're like, yeah, that's that one, that's that one. Cause
Yep.
did you feel any way when you heard any of the artists that blew up when they gave them to you? Like any of those artists that you were talking about? Did you go,
Um.
whoa?
Yeah. So you say stuff like that, especially if you had a major part in making that happen or whatever, and then you ain't getting the right credit. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I had that happen definitely. I know how that feels.
One record that we got. And shout out to my dude, Nitty Beats. He gave me Flex straight out the studio
Really?
or whatever. We was one of the first people with that record. I don't know who else he gave it to, but we got that record straight out the studio.
Wow, that was an exclusive right there. He said he got that flex.
Yeah,
Nice.
right out the studios. So it's
Nice.
a lot of records. You got personal relationships with people they giving to. Get them joints.
And you
Now
got to
it
treat.
ain't,
Go ahead.
but yeah, it's you feel fucked up.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know you're the one that put it into the universe, so you shouldn't even
Oh
be
yeah,
worrying about that. That's
oh
how I
yeah.
look at it.
You still want your just due just
Oh,
because you know
believe
that
me,
that the hands.
when you see that thing and it hits the TV and you're sitting there staring like four 4 months ago, I had this. I was playing it. I was
Yeah,
showing people it, and they were like, "Yeah, it's cool." Now
yep.
all of a sudden, it's on the TV. It's on this. This guy just picked it up. Now it's the best song ever. But and then all of a sudden they look at you and your man goes, "I don't care what anybody says. If y'all real in this, they go, didn't you have that record a minute ago, son?"
Yeah, uh-huh.
And then you look at them and they go, my man, I'm not gonna say what record though, but I broke this record. Now it's going crazy right now. Shout out to my man. He gave me credit for it because he made the record, but then he put another feature artist in it. And you know how artists a lot of times sit there and if it's a big artist, he wants to take the record and make it into his own,
Mhm,
then come up with the concept. So he did
mhm.
that, right? And God bless my man, gave me the credit for it. But the funny thing is, I see Homeboy, and I'm playing these records like this, and I'm going crazy. And I was playing it on VIP up in here, 93.5. back when
Yeah.
they had like the stations that were up in there and we're playing the record like crazy. He goes to me, homeboy goes, yo, I just got that on the record. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I broke the record the first in the break. I broke it, right? His man, the homie that was a big artist, is like, he's the first one that broke the record. I said, yeah. And he goes, you got it. Thank God for video. I want like this. And
Yeah.
when we showed him the video and gave him the date on Google, I said, yeah. And I said, I know I have the original. So do not be
Yeah.
slick with me. I have
Yeah.
the original. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Other artists, man, and I seen blow up and you had it first, man. All I do is put my head down like this.
Oh
And then
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
because you had it, you showed everybody it, everyone loved it. And then all of a sudden it was like everyone forgot about it. And then all of a sudden it's back on the TV, the thing blows up. And then you just look and you're just like, yo, bro, give me my hardwood. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
nothing.
Right.
Give me my hardwood.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
How it be, man. That's how it be.
I love the game though, man. But the game is insane.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You've been at it, a minute. Can't stop. You got to keep going, no matter what's going on. It's you might hear some fucked up shit out there, but it's still good music out there with a lot of artists as well too. So, you know,
I am blessed, my brother, that you're on here with me, man, and you're talking. Because I know, man, honest to God, you really are a legend, man. And I keep telling you this over and over. You really pushed a lot of music that people are hearing in this universe, man. Like a lot of people are
thank
hearing in this world because of you.
thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep doing it. We ain't gonna stop. This is something that it's a passion. So you love doing what you do. You just gonna keep going.
I just love the history. I love talking to historical. Like I just love talking to somebody that lived the same era as me and was
Yeah.
there to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I feel bad, but sometimes when you talk to people that really are not weren't in the industry, weren't in that era, kind of, knocks it kind of down because you don't have that feeling with somebody
Yeah.
that was there that remembers the years of you would sit down and you would wait to try to get on the DVD or sit, you know what I'm saying? Or sit there in the showcases and battle for about $1,000 at the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, I just love hip hop, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you take the good with it and you take the bad with it and you keep trucking.
Ain't no bad with it. If you know what I'm saying? Like I always look at everything as it's a great experience and it wasn't
Oh
my
yeah,
time yet and God's gonna give me something 10 times stronger.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No
Gotta keep going,
envious, just business. You know how it goes.
Gotta keep going. You're
You know
gonna
what I'm
have
saying?
up and down, you're gonna have ups and downs all the time.
Oh, absolutely. You got that one day where everything is golden and another day when everything crashes, including
Right?
your including your equipment.
Yeah, you're right about that. Ups and
Oh,
downs.
so before we go, man, do you have like any new things coming? Like, do you guys got like any? Because I know you guys work all the time. Every time I see a Fleet DJ up there doing his thing, and I'm always like, yo, shout out to the Fleet DJs, man, straight up, because you guys are really working. You guys work so much. I watch it. I told you, shout out to my man Mavericks, Media, my
Yeah.
man, Global Media Distribution. So it's like when I saw you guys up there and you guys are doing the DJs, you guys are talking and stuff like that, and I was watching, it was dope because you guys give artists a lot of confidence. I told you I've been into other ones where the artist looks scared to even talk to the DJ. It's like this because you know what I'm saying? You got like one dude like
Because you gotta make people feel at home. Like we do conference calls with artists every day, Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make these people feel comfortable to open up, wherever if they got a extended background or if they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to make people feel comfortable with what they're doing. And sometimes it may have been their first time they ever got on a conference call to talk to that many people at one time. So, it's can't be an asshole. You gotta be cool to people. It ain't you can't be
I
an
seen
asshole.
it.
You just gotta be cool to people.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I seen it. That's why I
Be
like when I saw
professional.
your team and I saw that, I'm like, yeah,
Gotta be
they're
professional.
well
You know what
mannered.
I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta be professional. It's a professional business, so you
Yes,
gotta
it is.
conduct yourself as that.
You know what
So
I'm saying? Like I keep telling everybody, man, what you got to do, man, is I feel like to make it in the industry, man, a lot of times show the same person respect no matter what. Even if he's
Yeah.
on the top of the food chain, even if he's lower than the food chain, because that boy's gonna be somewhere if he keeps.
Guess what? Eventually, everybody falls. So if
Amen.
you at the height of your career, you still can't be an asshole because eventually you're gonna come down and you're gonna need those people that was in your level, that was down at that level. So you're gonna need them.
I
You know what I'm
wish
saying?
that I wish that one for everybody, but you
So-
see it a lot, and I see it a lot too.
oh yeah. Eventually everybody falls. Nobody stays at the top there forever.
Man,
There's no thing. You ain't Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many people like that
that's
that
one in a
can go.
billion.
Yeah, you're like that don't happen. Like in music, you eventually you have your ups and downs.
Well, you seeing what's happening with Homeboy right now.
Oh yeah, I ain't even gonna talk about
I ain't talking
that.
about that neither, but you see what's happening with Homeboy right now.
Yeah, and at some point he was at a height,
Oh my God,
and now
you
he's at
couldn't
a low.
even shout him out, man, but you couldn't even touch him at one point.
Nah, and look, and now he's at a low point now. So eventually, whatever you do to people, eventually it'll come back to you. I
And
don't know what the man did, and I ain't commenting on
no,
it,
I'm
but
not saying anything
you
like
know,
that. I'm just my example was basically just telling everybody you just see. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
In that
it,
era, you
it,
couldn't even touch Homeboy. You couldn't even
nah,
see Homeboy.
they was at the height running everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to. That's all I'm trying to convey. Ain't no. I'm not. I'll be honest with everybody on here. I'm not one of the dudes that sit here and try to do that extra stuff. That ain't me, man. Strictly to the point. It's strictly doing the business. Strictly working. That's it.
But that's that man's situation. He either going to get
God bless
out
and
of it or
hopefully he. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you only wish the best for people.
That's what I'm saying. God bless and hopefully he does good. But what I was saying too, man, is like you even see 50, you even see Cam, like you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many icons, ladies and gentlemen, that we seen that years ago you couldn't touch. Now they're just like down the block and you can actually walk up to them and say what up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's how everybody is now.
That's true,
You can
man.
get to anybody
Do
at
you
this
think
point
do
in
you
time.
think the digital world messed up kind of like that thing that we used to have? Like you could never see Michael Jordan unless you look at the TV. You couldn't
Yeah,
see any of these athletes unless you would watch a certain show. Like I remember when we were younger, what was it? Behind the scenes with MTV? What was the
yeah.
stuff with the videos that they used to call it?
Oh, you talking about not man, what's the name of that damn show? I know what you're talking about.
It's
Man.
20 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. So we
Yeah,
trying to remember.
yeah. You have my man Ralph McDaniels,
Yes. Oh no,
Video
that's hip
Music
hop.
Box.
Yeah, no, that was dope.
Yeah,
Robin Daniels is still. Oh, we got to give it up for him too. He's still
yeah,
killing it.
still killing it.
Music Box, he's still killing it.
Then you had what Ed
Behind the
Love and
scenes,
Dr.
behind the
Dre.
scenes, behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
Ed Love and Dr. Dre. Wasn't they on MTV?
Yo on TV raps, boy.
Yeah, yeah, one year. They was on MTV, wasn't it?
They were on MTV for a long time. I think for
For a
like
long
3 years.
time.
What about
Yeah,
what's that guy's name? Hall. What's that guy's name? Cineo Hall.
yeah. Oh yeah, that was the show. that
Look at him, he's smiling.
was the show. That was the
He's
show.
smiling.
Because that was the talk show everybody watched. It came on late night. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the joint. It wasn't no daytime talk show. That was late night talk show. It was
Oh
dope.
no, he was the man. Like you see so many. Like I would, if I
That
ever
was a long
interviewed him,
time.
man,
Man.
my first question would be to him, "How do you feel that? Like, did you even know what you were doing? Like,
Yeah,
dudes
'cause
nowadays
he
even
started
study
a
you."
lot of stuff. He
And
started a lot of stuff that people doing these days.
yeah, he did. Well, it was a late night show. Nobody had that.
Nah,
You,
nobody had late night. He was the only one on.
that's
Johnny
insane.
Carson, that was about it. Him and Johnny Carson.
Him and Johnny Carson. Wow.
That's it.
So, what do you feel? Now we spoke about our era. How do you feel that music nowadays? I'm talking about from the Drakes to Lil Wayne's to the Nicki Minaj's to the Cardi B's. How do you feel like you know what I'm saying? Like watching the young guys now. Do you feel like they have with those icons? Do you feel like they have the same kind of like feeling as when we were younger?
It ain't the same feeling, but a lot of those people you like a Drake, you're gonna hear his music for years. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna play his stuff or whatever, Lil Wayne and stuff. Because if you look at it, Lil Wayne is from back then. He ain't from back then, but he's from back then.
Man, he's from the '90s. Cash.
Yeah,
The block is shot. The block is
yeah.
shot.
So
Yo, you
so
gotta give it up to him too.
he ain't no young guy. He's been around a minute. You know what I'm saying? So like those era people, you got your Nicki Minaj and stuff like that. She been around for a minute, and she gonna be around. She ain't going nowhere.
I remember her in the Gravy tapes
Yeah,
with
she
Gravy
ain't
and
going
them, man. I
nowhere.
remember that. Only person I didn't really get to see like was Drake. Like he just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, "Oh, he's doing it for a long time." They gave me a mixtape for 2006 when he was with the All Stars, but I didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? You're hearing this
yeah.
kid, the kid's doing his lyrical thing, and
But look how
then
long you had that mixtape, and look how long he was doing it before he actually popped.
I remember when he used to hit everybody up on MySpace.
Oh shit, MySpace.
You remember that?
Yeah, yeah,
He used to hit everybody up on MySpace, right? And he used to say, "Yo, listen to this record," and nobody knew who he was because Drake was actually a famous character on a Nickelodeon show.
yeah.
So we didn't know who he was because you gotta remember so we would watch they would watch the shows and stuff like that, and I would be like, "Oh wait, Drake." And then I heard him. They gave me a mixtape with the All Stars. This is like Virginia. I heard him. He was a lyrical beast. People don't realize that. Very lyrical. And then he dropped that with what was that guy's name? The singer. Oh seven. And everybody didn't really like it that much, but he was
Mm,
showing his lyrical content.
yeah, I
Trey
don't remember.
Songz.
Yeah, Trey. Yeah, I don't remember the song though. I can't
No,
remember
no,
how
no.
this
That
shit go.
songs with Trey Songs and all of them. So I remember he did that, and then after that, then I was like, the Kanye West, and it was just gone, and I was just like,
Hmm.
oh my god,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like forever. Oh my god,
The music is,
music
some of
is a
them people
touchy
came a
set.
long way. You know what I'm saying? They've been out a minute before they actually popped.
Music is such a touchy subject, man.
Yeah, pretty much. You know.
So so before you go, I want you to basically tell everybody where they can find you. And it's been a pleasure too. Honest to God, it's been a pleasure to talk to somebody with such experience and with a top tier team, man. Shout out to your team. Shout out to the
Look,
Fleet DJs, one of the top DJ crews. I'm gonna say around the world, straight up.
that's what we are. We're a worldwide DJ crew. Um, you can find me on Instagram. Everything is Fleet DJs, FLEET DJS. We got fleetdjs.com. We're also coming up on our 13th annual Fleet DJ Music Conference going down July 18th through the 22nd in Orlando, Florida this year. Um, we got the Fleet documentary out right now on Tubu and Apple TV. You can see how Fleet DJ started. It's called Beyond the Turntables. Um, so, it's a lot. We got a lot of stuff going on. Just look us up, fleetdjs.com or whatever. We got Fleet Radio Network with 70 online radio stations, biggest radio network on the net. Fleet Radio Network. Radio Network is the mobile app, and Fleet DJs is a mobile app as well. So check us all out. Download them, check us out, listen to the stations. We here. We ain't going nowhere.
My boy killing it, man. He did. Oh my god, I thought I was Mr. Worldwide. He went and literally spun the world twice, came back, reversed it, and then stopped the whole world with that one. But it's been a pleasure, man. Honest to God, CO, man. It's been a pleasure,
Pleasure
man.
having
Thank you so much,
you.
brother.
No, thanks for being on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah. And if you can, give me a quick shout out to DJ Enjetic.
Shout out to DJ Enjetic. You know already how you get down. We here.
You already know, man. This is my boy right here. Shout out to the Fleet DJs. It's always love, man. And I want every DJ crew to know, man, it's always love. That's how it's got to be. Shout out to everybody out there. You already know, man. It's your boy DJ Enjetic, and we are out of here.
Peace.